Alright, so yeah. Battletoads. Battlemaniacs. Retro achievements. Looking pretty simple. And not too difficult. I bet the Battletoads NES ones are way worse. The worst one in here is probably beat the final boss with no damage. And I think I know how to do it. If you know the technique, it's not really a big deal. I have to run through the game twice, because I have to beat it with each character for some reason. They do control differently, but even so, it's kind of like, okay, whatever. The other, I guess, hard one is to not game over a single time. It's not deathless, it's just don't game over a single time. Deathless will be tricky and obnoxious, but not game over, that's really simple. You can get so many extra lives in this game. That's a Battletoads thing, actually. Of all the games to have it, but it is a thing. You can get like 50 lives in Battletoads if you're good at it. Thought there were more enemies coming. Oop. Is this game better than the NES one? What do you think? Anyway, it's got gotcha moments like that too, where the animation killed me that time. I like the NES one, I guess. It's interesting. It's mean though, stupid. This game has some of that energy. I don't want to call it bad necessarily. They knew what they were doing when they made a lot of these traps, and I don't like them. I just got used to them, put up with them. Whatever. This one's more fair than the NES one, I think, by a lot. The meanest stuff in here is pretty much from the NES game anyway. Like, there were a ton of stuff. Leave this up. Slinger Winger is easier here, I would say, but it's added some other stuff to it, like jumping and stuff. So it's different, and they don't have as much content. They decided not to add like 8 of the levels. They have like 5 out of the 13 something levels the Battletoads one has. They don't have Vulcanized Inferno, they don't have the Ice Caverns, they don't have Surfing, they don't have Intruder Excluder, or Terra Tubes in any way, shape, or form. Game's probably better for that though, a lot of those levels are garbage. I actually dislike the Ice one the most. The Terra Tubes is disgusting, do not miss it. I don't think it has any gameplay value at all. Ugh, you got me. There's a weird set of achievements for this boss up here. One of them is to not let him jump a single time. Apparently him jumping off screen doesn't count. The other one is to not take damage. I never let him jump on screen, so this should be just the way I always play it. We'll see, I guess. The
bouncer.
Let me get the messages up. Yeah, cogs chasing you through the water is half of Terratubes. The other half is the sharks, which is so unfair. I hate that part so much.
The bouncer.
Alright, if I do well here, and it's easier to do well in this than it is on the NES, you can get one-ups all over the place. Ah, I missed. See, he hit it for me, which counts as a hit. If they do that, it goes to your credit. So thanks for that. Anyway, I have more lives than I started with now, because Battletoads. Ghouls and Ghosts has a tradition where you have to beat the game twice in a row. Battletoads has a tradition where you can get 50 lives in stage 2. Which one do you like better? This game also added bonus rounds, which give you a bunch of lives too. Damn. I usually just let them hit me because it's easier to just let them do it than it is to miss the one-ups. Aw, it disappeared. I don't know if I got that one or not. I don't think so. Anyway, we have 10 lives. Up from 3. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Yeah. The number of games I've completed on Retro Achievements is only like 20. I thought I'd drop some of these easier ones. Get that number up a little bit. Before I jump into DKC 3 and Mega Man 4 probably. And Mega Man 2. Those both seem like trouble. I think the Donkey Kong Country will take me like 10 hours to do, if not more. This will take me 2, maybe? We'll see, I guess. Depends on how hard the harder ones are here. I'm not sure that they are hard though. Yeah, there's no DK barrels in DKC3 and the one that they want, which I think is a harder game for me than this. Like, no matter how you slice it, that's just gonna be the way it is. It's just, I don't know that game as well as this. Aw, juggling 2 of them is nearly impossible. I dogged a shot on all these. I should have gone for it. I should have just kept the one. I didn't get a single one up from these. Well, actually, I might have got one, but whatever. Jeez. That's too bad. I don't think there's any more opportunities here. But with that, game over is pretty much impossible. There's just no way I'm going to lose this many lives here. I still have like maybe 5 more 1-ups coming to me just from natural sources, bonus rounds and points. Pretty sure you get some from points. I'm gonna get at least 2 for each bonus round. I think maybe even 3 if I do extremely well. There are bonus round achievements that are just gonna be free. There's no way I won't get those. Whoa. I can't believe there's not one for getting a bunch of lives in this stage. Like, that's a Battletoads staple skill, being able to juggle the flies. Seems like they just missed that one.
The Bouncer.
The goal is 300 measly pins. I should be able to get 600 if I crush it. 500 like minimum. Just for knowing the stage. What do you mean extra lives immediately after the extra lives level? Oh, they got me. The Wookiee hole is not really meant to be an extra lives level, I don't think. They just kept the same feature that the NES had where you could get extra lives there. But there's 2 of these, and the next one's in 2 levels. It's like right before the final level, actually. It's Turbo Tunnel, Karnos Lair, followed by Plinger Winger's equivalent, and then the bonus round, and then the end of the game. Oop. This is David Wise music.
The Bouncer.
I met him at MagFest one time. He was doing autographs.
Yeah.
Alright, 500 was actually where this one was. I think the other one might be a little bit more valuable. But you only get lives for every 200 points, so like, whatever. Ain't gonna get 3, I don't think it's possible. Maybe if 2 people were working together. No Death's Turbo Tunnel is one of the achievements. That's kind of tough. I've done it before, though. Need to just play well. It's not particularly difficult. It's probably the easiest Turbo Tunnel there is. I guess the Double Dragons Battletoads one's easier, maybe. Maybe. It's still pure memorization nonsense, though. Well, 1/4 the way. There's some stuff in it involving jumps and stuff now that weren't there before. But item for item, it's similar to the NES one. It's just, there's more warnings, there's more reactable stuff than before. The timing is open a little bit more, I think. Half done. I don't know about that part where you fall into the orbs and you have to just jump on a rock. It's kind of rude, right? At least there, they warn you a little bit with some other rocks that show you how it works, but they don't do that before the first one.
The bouncer.
Knowing that the end was right there made me more stressed out than usual. This stupid achievement.
The bouncer.
It's Battletoads. I don't think I should put it on the bad games list. I will rate it. I think it's pretty far down on the good games list though. Like it's up there for, it's pretty close to being what I would call a bad game, just because it's so unfair, but it is designed that way. It's what Battletoads fans seem to enjoy. I don't know that I do. I'm used to it. Just got used to it. I wouldn't say I like it that way. If there were an easy Battletoads game, I probably would think it's the best one. This part is garbage. Like, this part is so stupid. Killing me there is nonsense, too. Like, come on. This is so finicky, and as Pimple, it's even worse. Doing this in 2 players, you both have to be perfect. It's ridiculous to expect 2 people to be able to do this together. One of them is smaller and faster than the other, too, to make it even less hard. Like, you can't stay on screen together. This is a single-player game with co-op as an option to make it impossible to win. And this stage is a big decider for that. If you could even get through the turbo tunnel together, which is just a matter of 2 people who could memorize the whole thing. 2 people who knew this and memorized this, and it is pure memorization. 2 people who did that still probably couldn't easily do this because of that, the difference in characters. But the NES one can't even be finished in co-op on the American version, so I guess that's an improvement. That's a bug. Damn it. Clinger Winger on the NES is extremely tight, super unfair. Need perfection on it. You don't need that here. There's lots of room. If you get 2 players on Clinger Winger here, you're good. It's easier than this. That's pretty clear, I think. This game does have a code you can put in for some extra lives, but I don't think it's infinite lives. I think it's just 5 instead of 3 on each credit, so it's a lot, but it's not as many tries as you want. It's also rude. It's so stupid. I wish it wasn't. If these weren't spikes, and it was just a matter of learning the stage and stuff, it would be annoying, but alright. Having it be death and just... that's just gross. They even have rocks, because the first part of this didn't kill you. It was just, I guess, springtime snakes part of this. It's just learn the stage, get out of here. And then they switched to spikes for the rest of them. I have no idea how many times I died as a kid to learn this. You gotta imagine I died 100 times on every single snake, right? Like, every single one of them. To learn exactly what to do for each one. But I'm not green. I'm just player one. I will not let that mobile mincer mince me. Yeah. This is Scuzz. I don't know where he's making a guest appearance from, but there he is. Oh, I hit the wrong button. We have a duck button now in Klinger Winger we need to press. As well as jump. If you don't duck, you take 3 damage out of the 7 you have. So you only need to duck 2 out of like 5 walls or whatever. But if you miss the jump, you're dead. They do warn you, but the warning sign is similar, and you probably don't understand what it means or what the timing is until you die to it 10 times. Exclamation points are jumps, and the other one is wall. But hey, at least they warn you. Sort of. It took me a long time to learn this stage too, but I think it's neat. Fuck. I'm not sure why I took 4 damage there, actually. Maybe you can only make 1 mistake. I thought it was 2. Hit the wrong button again. In this game, they have jump on Y and attack and stuff on B, which is backwards, of course. And here, duck is on B and jump is on Y as well. So I hit the wrong button again. I did bad there. You might get me. If this were Klinger Winger, I wouldn't have a chance and I'd know it. There we go. Okay, it did 4 out of the 8 damage we have.
The Bouncer.
I don't know why they're giving me, hey, you beat stage 5 as Pimple. Here's an achievement. We're like, it's like they couldn't figure out what to do with this game. I feel like I could add a few if I knew how to program these. And I don't think it would be hard for me to figure it out. I just haven't Should I add some Battlemaniacs achievements? Oof. I messed up. We need 400 points this time, and I feel like maybe this is the one I was thinking of where you could possibly get 600. You can attack in this, but only because they copy pasted the controls, I guess. I don't know. You can't jump or anything in this. You're just on a checker. Did arcade games do well in general? In general? I don't know how I would even measure that. How many they made or something? Like, it wouldn't be very many, even if it was successful. Oof. I gotta get a little bit more. Arcades were mildly popular. I don't feel like they were ever like an enormous part of culture. I think they're more popular now than they were then, and they weren't, and they're not around now. They were always this like nerdy offshoot thing. There's only ever like one within 100 miles of me at any point in my life. I have to go to festivals now or arcades if I want to play arcade games. Especially pinball. Couldn't make 500 here, but that's not what I need anyway. 400 is what you need to get 2 lives, so. Yeah, there's always like 1 or 2 machines around. But they're gonna pick like the super popular one every time, like The Simpsons or Paperboy. Or one of the older popular games like Gradius, Galaga or something like that, arcadey. Welcome to the Rat Race. They brought this stage of all things back. And this version maybe is harder than the NES one for the first time in the game. Something's harder. I'm not sure if Carnoth Slayer's harder, actually. It might be. I bet the SNES one's harder there, too. Has some serious crap going on in the snake level. This one's not so bad, though, compared to that. I think the game tones down a little bit after the Klinger Winger stage. Whatever. If you made it here, you could probably finish the game, because you did the worst stuff after you beat the snakes. That's like the big glass stage that sucks. Fuck. The trick here is to learn how to optimize this terrain and to hit this rat when you can. You do have to hit him at least once on the end part. Well, I don't pretend to know how much arcades we're making. I just didn't ever see any around here. Compared to like air hockey or something, arcades were never as popular as that here. I went to Dave & Buster's recently. It's okay. I lost air hockey big time. Need practice. I won everything else though, so that's good, right? I don't really like that one. It's definitely a coins and tokens oriented place, which means that none of the games are great. There's a couple there that are okay, but my least favorite barcade kind of place. Alright, I gotta learn the boss. I'm not sure how to do that. I have to do a second run, so if I understand how the boss works now, I can come back through later and... Apparently, if I'm underneath her and ducking, she can't hit me. I don't know if that's true. Seems good so far. My problem is that she aims at you, so typically when she hits me, it's when she's on the ground floor. But I think this does work, so... It's just a lame boss for this game here. I guess she always was, though. She takes so many hits, too. And she's getting faster, I guess.
The Bouncer. The Bouncer.
They didn't bother to put a different cutscene in, and she just smiles after she says that. There's a twist ending here where Silas Volkmeyer comes out and we can kill him or not. He doesn't die either way, but we can get a different set of text if we do well. And so that's the last achievement to get here, and then I can restart. Any other games I can do in like an hour? Are there any other short ones that you think I can handle? I was not sure what I should do next here. I want to do the other two Mega Men I haven't done yet, of course. Oh, that's that.
The Bouncer.
Balloon fight. Balloon trip's probably a lot. Alright. No game overs with Rash. Beat stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and win the game as Rash. Yeah, all I have to do is run through the game again with Rash and not game over. And I had, I don't know, 15 extra lives on this run, so I think we're good. It's easier with Rash, to be clear. And they made a stupid decision where only 2-player gets to play as Rash, so I have to switch controllers. Rash is just faster though, so... Let's go. I don't want to do the same game twice and just a different version, I don't think, just to get more things unlocked on my list. I'm not sure I know what Magic Sword is. Is King of Dragons the fighting game? King of Monsters is the fighting game. Man, he's fast. It's ridiculous. Oof. Right, I keep thinking enemies coming out there. They are the same. Yes, he's just smaller and faster, which maybe is hard in some areas. Like maybe on Karnat Slayer it's harder because he's faster, but he's also smaller and his hitbox is absolutely smaller too. I'm pretty sure it is. So that part makes it easier in exchange for that. So he is just... Second player just gets a better character. It's just the end of the day, it's just what it is. I never played Silius. I don't think I have all the Mario ones done, do I? Like, I only did Mario World. I don't think I even have Mario 1 done. I could probably handle Street Fighter 2010 unless it wants like no damage or some shit like that. I feel like if I sit down long enough I can handle any of them. But there have been a couple that made me feel like I wouldn't be able to finish them. TKC2 had me sit down and run through it a couple times before I could do it, which I didn't expect. I felt like I was good enough for TKC2 to win it, but I sucked at the last half. Better at it now. By the time I got to do the speed run of it, I pretty proficient. Pictionary would be fast if there is one, yeah. I think somebody said they added that. We could do that real quick, probably. I am extremely good at Pictionary's minigames. I know them very well. Picking these enemies up can be done. It's stupid as hell. Because it's so freaking hard to do and not be killed by them. But if you can do it, you can just do this. What? I'll be skipping the bonus rounds on this run. I'll just turbo through them. Whatever. Don't need the 1-ups. Which means that Battlemaniacs will take me a total of like an hour. It's just done already.
bouncer.
Forgot about his disc attack thing. This was the last move that we haven't seen yet. It's certainly well animated, this game, and it feels good to play, which I don't know that I would say about Battletoads NES. It kind of does, but it's also kind of like floaty and slippery. This is not that. This one feels better. What you need, since they're asking you to do some real nonsense, they gave both of these characters a ton of animations that are unique to them. Don't mind me, I'm just solidifying my deathless or game overless run here. I guess it's possible that Rash has a smaller punch than Pimple. I feel like I wouldn't have missed that with Pimple, but maybe I'm just making excuses for my bad Wasp hits. This stage is about as easy as it gets. Yeah. Sweet. Well, that'll do. Just kind of hoping they'd hit each other a little bit there. Crash is the most popular Battletoad for some reason. Sunglasses, I guess. I don't, as far as I don't know that they have very different personalities. I guess they probably do. I don't see them in any media where they actually interact at all. He seems like he's the Michelangelo of the three, I don't know. Just based on his animations and his sunglasses. I don't have anything else. There's a pilot for a cartoon. But not very good. Don't think that that should be your basis for anything. But if it is, then there's 3 teenagers who became super radical space toads, and they're all kind of not great. I don't know. Well, I mean, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles had many shows, and the one from the 90s got picked up and ran for a lot of seasons. There's a lot of those. Oh, I died at the end. Maybe. I don't know if that even counted, and I won't be able to tell. I think Pimple got captured in Battletoads. And Zitz and Rash are the ones you play in the first game, and they're extremely the same in that game. Don't mind me. Actually, this might be even faster. They're not just in a VR world. They're actually toads. They get morphed into toads. They happen to go into a VR world as well. That's what's happening here, and it's what's happening in the cartoon. Like, they're not humans who put on a headset. They're Battletoads who walked into another dimension. Anyway, that's my lore lesson on the toads. Oh, I missed my jump. Good thing I got that achievement already. I'm doing the turbo tunnel while reading the chat. That's my excuse. They do shout, "Let's get water," yeah, and I don't know if they do it before they become toads. But unlike the turtles, they were born this way. They were born as humans. The turtles were born that way. They were actually turtles. And they just became bigger turtles who had smarts. They didn't, they weren't humans who turned into turtles. For some reason, if you jump and hit the upper pad on those jump pads, you get this huge boost. This weird physics-breaking jump. I would say that this is a very generous stage for the landing of stuff, and the NES one kills you all the time on that same nonsense. It just doesn't let you... It just says you didn't make the jump, and you just fall into death and die. This game is way nicer about that stuff, here in Turbo Tunnel at least. Trying to do this part without looking. I need to hurry up and make it though. I've only got 10 lives left here. You know how it is. I've never heard that Splinter was a human. It didn't give me that one. Oh, there it goes. It's just late. In the movies, Splinter is just a rat who was owned by a human. Why would he become a rat? It doesn't make any sense. I do think this stage is probably the biggest difference between the two characters. Rash moves about as fast as Pimple runs without double tapping, and when you double tap with Rash, you really go fast. And there's a part or two here where you need to do that. Rash doesn't really need to do it, and Pimple has to. Damn it. So mean. I did the same thing last time. Stress is on. I see how many lives I have left. Watch out. Look how much easier that part is with this guy. The sliding under ice garbage that you have to do. I like Bebop and Rocksteady pretty well. They're good henchmen, I guess. I don't know a whole lot about them. I just assumed they were two like punks that they grabbed off the street, and they asked them what animals they'd like to be, and one of them said, "Yeah, make me a pig with pink shades," and he did. Alright, Fuzz. This is the same with each toad, I think. Though he sure feels faster. That would be stupid if he was. I'm not sure. I never play as Rash here, and I gotta tell you, it does feel different, but I can't imagine it's different. That'd be ridiculous if it is. Trying to sync up with player one. Why did they build this?
The Bouncer.
We don't need to do this one either. Nice and quick. Yeah, I was looking for something quick to play. Oof. I have a bounty to do also, but I thought I would do some retro games first. The bounty is for one of those shooters. I forget what the other games are like in that series. It's Delta Force, the new game. Ow. In the NES version of Rat Race, you're automatically in run mode, and I don't think that's true here. That thing I just did there is the ticket to winning this. You think it's any good? It's a stealth shooter game, which I haven't played the likes of in a while. Oof. I was supposed to play Sniper Elite 3 with Geop at some point. We never did that. Because it's co-op. Doesn't really matter how much time you earn here. When you get to this part right here, where they remove all the platforms and it's pure nonsense, if you don't hit the enemy, you're not going to win. You have to hit him at least twice. One per section. It's garbage, but it's true. I'm probably dead now. Oh, I might make it. Ooh. I think this is the second Battletoads game, unless you count the Game Boy game. I forgot Battletoads and Double Dragons existed. Meh. That one's kind of weird. The Battletoads are the worst characters in that game, so is that just a Double Dragons game with the Battletoads in it? Ow. Damn, I'm doing worse now. That's okay, at least it's done already. I'm being reckless with Thrash.
The Bouncer.
That should be it.
Bouncer.
This game's all done. I'll let him get away this time. It'll be great. We're just gonna watch him leave. Yeah. Myers 3, can you believe it? Yeah.
Dang.
The end? Pictionary, let's do it. I'll take a look, see what they think. One of the prompts in Pictionary is broken. And another one's misspelled. There's like 2 errors in NES Pictionary that are patched by the fans. The fans fixed them up. That reminds me, I need to apply that patch for Arcade Pit. Yeah, one of the toads is always missing. Except in the arcade game. But which one it is rotates. I think you can play all 3 of them in Battletoads and Double Dragon. For what it's worth. It took me 55 minutes to master Battlemaniacs, which is the fastest I've done so far. I think maybe Marble Madness might be fast. Let's see. So it won't interrupt this song. All right, here we go. Marble Madness. Let's see. That one took me 22 minutes. That's going to be hard to beat. This game's just quiet, actually. It's a very quiet game. I turned it up. In regular game mode, roll 6 on the dice, draw a perfect circle, rescue 30 people, defeat 24 enemies, get 1 on the dice. Deliver 4 boxes at the same time in this game. But to do that, I need this fella to be different than he is. This one sucks. This one's no fun at all. I would just delete this one. Fully revealing the picture here is a matter of just not ever risking the biscuits here.
The bouncer.
Ever.
The bouncer.
The penalty for getting hit is too damn high to mess with. Yeah, shouldn't even think about it. Just do 3 every time forever. I don't think I'm gonna fully uncover the picture here. I let it hit me too many times. Pretty close though. Oh, still made it.
The bouncer.
The world's worst boomerang? Worst boomerang? Alright, we're looking for a 1 or a 6, I guess, to win achievements for each of those that don't really have anything else. This game is like randomly impossible. You can't save them all. Like, there's nothing I could have done on any of those misses. We're just hoping RNG's on our side here. Firemen are just too slow. Like, they just don't move fast enough. And even if they did, sometimes you still couldn't. Even if you could teleport, you still couldn't save all of them. There's just no way. Man.
The bouncer.
Two? How dare you? Listen, we got places to be. Here's the easiest minigame.
The bouncer.
What is this Waluigi picture over here? My shot was gonna connect and then the speed up got him away. Orbs as astronaut.
The bouncer.
Love to see it. This game might be faster than Marble Madness. If I get lucky, I guess. RNG's in my way. 22 minutes might be enough time if this is the way it's gonna be. Right in time, I got that achievement before I got hit.
The bouncer.
Oh no. I dogged it. Oh, he got hit so bad by that. The bouncer came from the bouncer. Don't know what you want to hear here. What's the worst Steam achievement you can think of? I know there's been some where it's like play the game for 10,000 hours or something like that. And Civ 5 has a bunch of ridiculous ones that are nonsense. Like, be England or whatever and be fighting the Germans and be at an archaeology site at the same time as them and steal it from them. And it's like an Indiana Jones reference, like under 10 layers of shit. What the hell is this supposed to be? Is this supposed to be a cheeseburger? What an unappetizing picture. I'm getting some bad rolls. It's gonna make the game take longer. I do have to win, like actually finish. I didn't read all of the achievements. Hopefully there's nothing like multiplayer related in there. It is worth noting that I haven't missed a single prompt yet, so there's like that. This is like the best I can do. I'm still like dragging through. Not a long map though. Compass? Down. It's just down. South, maybe. Ugh. I drew a 6 and it didn't like it because I hit it too fast, maybe. Didn't get the credit for the 6 I threw. Stinky. I think the Civ 5 ones are the worst because that I can think of, because they're not actually playing the game. They're setting up a scenario in a game that takes like 10 hours. To get to archaeology, for example, the one I said, you'd have to play through the game to the mid to end game level. Like, you don't get archaeology very fast. You'd have to get through the medieval period and into the modern era almost a little bit to be able to even do it. And then you'd have to find one and you'd have to get them to do it too, and you'd have to hope that they do, and you'd have to hope you're there at the right time. Whole bunch of shit involved in that. Not fun to set up. And a game that takes forever to set it up in. Waste of time. What the hell is this? Great. I got nothing left. Looking for 5-letter bear words here. Yeah, that's what that is. I guess I'm hoping for another 6. Yeah, okay. Got lucky. Now we're near the end of the game. There's the pattern you want right there. Now you can just go the whole time non-stop. because they're synced up so well. Nice hook. Well, that was close. Ah, yet more mini games exist. What's your favorite mini game? This one is ridiculous to get a perfect thing in. Fireman is probably the hardest though because of how unfair it can be and how punishing it is when you don't do anything wrong but you can't do any better. This one, if you play well, you can still get it, I think. As long as you play perfectly. You don't really need luck here. You can still get almost all or all of the picture. It's like an eyeball. What the hell? This drunken game. One last orb for the road, folks. How long do you think I spent on this one? Whoa. And will. Oh, like I got. The punishment for getting hit is ridiculous. So big. What? Blade? I think it's supposed to be a flower, but it sucks. It just looks like a windmill.
The bouncer. The bouncer.
I failed to draw Pac-Man. Yes. Well, that's Pictionary. Pictionary took me 14 minutes. It is the new champion of fastest game. Marble Madness has been taken out, just like that. It took 14 minutes and I played the entire intro. So I played the game for 11 minutes. That's my 26th game. I am now ranked 3,814. That's not so bad. There's 68,000 people. How long did dodgeball take me, actually? I'm not sure. That one took 47 minutes. Sunset Riders took 5 days, allegedly. That's not true, but I broke it up into a long time. Ice Climbers took 6 days, and that probably is true. Damn, what a stupid game. Man.